What's up, y'all? This is OBB, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you guys with another classic Diecast review. And this actually I got from my good friends at 07 Race Collectibles or at Jack's Race Collectibles. Wherever I got it at, I mean, definitely recommend checking out those two Diecast dealers, especially if you live in the New York area. That's where 07 is at. And if you live in the New Jersey area, Jack's Race Collectibles is where it's at. I'll provide both the links down in the description if you guys want to check them out and visit them at your stores. They should have the addresses as well on the websites. But today it's going to be I'm going to be extremely biased toward this review. So anybody who's already read the title, as there's a little peek right there, what it is. Well, warning, this is going to be very biased. It is on my all-time favorite driver in NASCAR. No, it's not Mark Truex Jr. No, it's not Ryan Blaney. It is on Carl Everett's 2005 Office Depot, the OG Office Depot in his debut year. Ford Taurus for Roush Racing. Yeah, back when it was just called Roush Racing. Now it's, before all the rebrandings that happened. But yeah, let me tell you what, man, this is an absolutely beautiful card that Team Caliber made. And I know a lot of people are not a big fan of Team Caliber's cards because, if the body style is kind of bulky, but I don't really care, man. But there is something that's very unique about this Office Depot scheme that I will be showcasing the side-by-side comparison very soon, because the paint scheme is actually a lot more different than a lot of people might think it is. As Office Depot is such an iconic sponsor for, not only in Roush, but also with another driver who eventually did win a championship. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's just showcase, well, there's the box right there, clamshell box, so easy to take out. That's what I love about these Team Caliber pit stop diecast. Anyways, enough of me going on and rambling on. Let's go and kick off this diecast review and the official unboxing of Carl Everett's 2005 Office Depot card. And alrighty, guys, we got this Diecast Office box, and man, this is such a clean scheme, guys. I mean, it is just, oh man, so much nostalgia in this card. It's not even funny. But yeah, if you guys can see right here, I don't know if the camera's really kind of focusing it, but just look how clean this paint scheme looks, guys, with the nice Office Depot red and the white swirls and the black background. And once again, I mean, Team Caliber, man, I mean, the amount of little details that we got right here, yeah, the die-cast are kind of bulky, and that's the main reason why a lot of people don't really like these types of cars, because of, their bulkiness. The tires are pretty bulky. They kind of, I mean, they don't look as bad as a PTC mold, but a lot of people don't really like these types of cars. I actually have a soft spot for these. I kind of like these. I mean, I have so much nostalgia, and plus, they made a lot of the Roush cars from for like the 2000s or such were made with Team Caliber. I guess they had like some sort of that and the Hot Wheels diecast as well. Which, my good buddy Diecast with Fade knows quite well. But if you notice that there are no taillights in the back, so maybe there are no taillight decals. Maybe that's why I think a lot of people don't really like these types of cars. I do, because the metal chassis and rubber tires, look at that shit is metal, made in China. And we got ourselves some screws. Look at that, you can even take the screws out too, but they look like they've seen better days. But oh my god, guys, this paint scheme it's so cool. And I will be showcasing the side-by-side comparison that this paint scheme is actually different, but it looks like we do got, I don't want to say it's a paint chip, but it looks like the decal is starting to crack off a little bit right there, but that's where, the mold is. Another thing I've noticed is that a lot of people don't really like this this type of mold because, it's kind of generic, as they say. There is still some detail to it. It's not like, completely generic, but I get what they're trying to say. But I don't know, I mean, I do like these Team Caliber diecast. Some people don't, but I really do. And I've collected a good amount of them. I mean, as you can, if I make another collection video, I'll probably showcase all the Team Caliber cars. But 07 Race Collectibles had a lot of these in stock, so I definitely hit the jackpot when I went there. We are missing some sponsors. That we are missing some logos as well on the pillars as well. There's like nothing at all, so I can see why this car feels incomplete. But regardless of not, guys, it still looks really nice. And let me tell you what, man, when Carl Everett stepped in, I mean, he did make his first start, replacing Jeff Burton, coming in 2005, but he did make one start, I think, in 2004, and after that, Roush said, okay, this kid's good, let's give him a shot. Boy, let me tell you what, as soon as he went and won that Atlanta race, and then he won 3 more races, I was like, dude, this is just his rookie year. Could you imagine what was going to happen? Oh, man, it's a shame Carl Everett's never won a championship, and he's been so close so many times, it's not even funny. Sometimes being an Edwards fan, I would say being an Edwards fan is like a lot being a Bills fan, right? And I'm kind of both, so I just don't really have the best luck when it comes, to winning shit. But we'll probably save that rant for another day or so. But I cannot tell you how just ecstatic I was when I saw this guy coming out in victory lane, and he did. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, this '99 driver. Who is this guy? I kind of give you a little backstory of like how I became an Edwards fan. So there I am watching the Atlanta race. I'm like, already, um, because I just wanted him to beat Jimmy Johnson, and this is before Jimmy Johnson was dominant. But I was just like, oh, cool, and saw that photo finish at the Atlanta race. I was like, okay, that was a cool finish. And then this son bitch gets out of the car and he does a backflip. I thought that was the coolest shit ever. I was like, all right, Carl Edwards is awesome. I'm gonna root for him, and kind of have so ever since. I was a Dale Jr. fan when I first watched NASCAR, but I kind of have, I always pick a second favorite just to be on the safe side, but Junior was starting to become my second favorite once Edwards came up. So, but little, story about that. So, but, yeah, back to this car, guys. Let me tell you what, Carl Edwards was able, like I said before, he won, the Atlanta race with the Scott's car, and then he won the race at Pocono with the Stonebridge Life car, which I both have all those cars with me. And then the last two races, guys, well, not last two, but his last two wins, 4 wins in his first full-time year, which is pretty impressive. Oh, I forgot to mention there's no rookie stripes on the back of this car too, so there's a lot of inaccurate details that are missing, but hey, can't really gripe Team Caliber too much. I mean, heck, maybe at the end there's not even any sponsors right here, right in front of the wheel well. Usually there's contingency sponsors, so I can see why people don't really like these cars, but I still like them because of the quality. I mean, metal chassis, rubber tires, and I only paid like $3 for this, so it was worth it. Carl Edwards was able to go and win his other two wins at both. He actually swept both Atlanta races, guys, but this is the car that he raced and won in at the second Texas race and the second Atlanta race. So, yeah, Carl Edwards, man, was able to hurry off to get a good start. And, man, what a great debut for Office Depot as a sponsor. Hey, it's just a shame they never won a championship with this guy. They did with another guy, and that was Tony Stewart's, which, I mean, I just find that kind of ironic. I mean, literally, after being on Carl Edwards' car so long, they said, all right, we're just going to go to Stewart Haas, and what do you know? They win with Tony Stewart, so maybe it was a sponsor after all. Just kidding, though. But anyways, I'm going to go and showcase, guys, a side-by-side comparison of the Office Depot car from 2006, because I'm going to show you guys something that I think looks pretty interesting. So if you guys notice that the Office Depot scheme is actually a lot more different. I don't know if people have noticed this, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been thinking that the Office Depot scheme hasn't changed. Well, in 2005, it definitely was different. You see right there, I mean, there was a lot more black, and there's like a red circle compared to just the iconic red. This scheme, he has ran all the way from 2006 all the way to 2000 and 2006 all the way till 2008, I believe. I think 2009 is when Affleck stepped on board. But yeah, I mean, so this paint scheme is pretty much, I don't know why they decided to change the paint scheme. I mean, it does look a lot more cleaner on the 2006 version, and it's more iconic. But just, I don't know. I mean, I kind of do like the front a little bit more, guys. It just looks so cool. This is especially just with the little details, man. I mean, I don't mind the basic red, but maybe they were trying to, showcase more of their branding, so maybe they wanted the red or the extra red or so. But I don't know, I just really prefer the 2005 car a lot more. I mean, yeah, the Scott's logo does look kind of odd with the red, but that's just, logo placements or whatever. And these are both Team Caliber cars, but you can see right there, just, I don't know, it just seems like the 2005 version has like a lot more, like a sharper quality, if you know what I mean, with the decals. I mean, these ones kind of look like they've been kind of faded. Now I remember, I picked this up at Jack's. I picked this one up at 07, so. But just, my God, man, you see the swooshes are a little more different. I mean, there's a lot less black. I mean, they basically just showcased a lot more red, and they trimmed down the white and the black on the 2006 variant, which, like I said, I do not mind. But I don't know, guys, especially the back. The back ends even look different, too. I mean, it's a lot more basic. I don't know, guys. I really do like the 2005 scheme, guys. I would love to see. You guys know how RFK is like doing the throwbacks this year. What like Sasaki is doing. I would love to see a Carl Edwards throwback, and I think this would be a great throwback idea right here. The Office Depot car, or one of his Office Depot cars, either this one. This one would be cool because they're already doing the RFK's already doing throwbacks to Mark Barton's was a 2004 car and Matt Kenseth's 2004 car. So I think that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I mean, all I can say is whoever ends up doing a throwback of this, it's probably gonna be an RFK, probably for next year's throwback race, or the second Dodge throwback race, because they run throwbacks there now apparently, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. I would love to see a throwback for the Carl Edwards schemes. I don't care if it's Office Depot or the Affleck, they got to do one. It's long overdue, especially if Edwards is Edwards is technically, he's not inducted yet, but he's nominated for being the Hall of Fame for 2023. So that would be really cool if they could do that. Plus, another nice addition is a red spoiler. I just like that. But feel free to comment below, guys, which Office Depot scheme you guys prefer. Like I said before, the 2005 scheme I think just looks a lot more better in my opinion in terms of sharpness and just how more colorful it looks. But the 2006, 2007, and 2008 car is pretty iconic, and it's not even funny. But I'm glad Edwards was able to win in this car, so they could do a throwback on it or so. But feel free to post your comments and thoughts below, as it's going to wrap up the Diecast review. Hopefully it's not too long for you guys. I know everyone's attention spans are kind of short now, but heck, I just love talking about Diecast, guys. And this one, I just really catch my interest, but should be back with some more Diecast reviews for you guys after this. Back to probably like the I would do more of these classic reviews, but gotta mix it up for you guys. But anyways, enough of me talking. This is MidOBB, the Diecast news guy. Thanks for watching this Diecast review of Carl Edwards' 2005 Office Depot 4 Taurus for Roush Racing. I'm like, subscribe, and this has been OBB. See you guys next time on another Diecast review.